Hello everyone, welcome back to Share Your Testimony. Yay, for those who don't know, my name is Artoonist and Shakira is not here with us at the moment. She is back in school. We wish her well. She will be popping in and out. Every few videos I'll have her come on. So this month we're going to be talking about things that you're passionate about. And so last year I was meeting with people, but I'm not. I am going to just have people send in their videos and we're just going to roll it that way. And just what God has placed, on your heart, things you're passionate about. It's awesome to share. How does it help the community, or how does it bring us together? So that's what I'm focusing on this month. Every month we'll have a different theme. And I just hope that you all are well. I'm glad to be back, and we're just going to continue to share and continue to watch us. Thank you for all who've been subscribing. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, comment, send in your thoughts, be part of the family. So for this video today, allow me to introduce, his name is Kahli. He goes by Artoonist. And he will be showing you and telling you why he likes to be an artist, and why he likes to do drawings. And his particular form has evolved through the course of when he started to where he's at right now. And so I'm excited for you guys to see it. And just a little backstory about us, how I met. Well, we went to high school together, but I remember walking from my house. I was going to a store, and it was a Sunday, and I was actually looking for a church because I recently came from Georgia, and I seen him, and I'm like, "Where are you going?" He was like, "My church is right there." I was like, "Oh, what? Okay." He was like, "Yeah, you should come." It was family church. I was like, "Oh, maybe next Sunday." Clearly, and yeah, and love the work. He's supposed to do me a Pikachu soon. I'm waiting on my painting. And he do things around the community as well. So I'm going to let him do all his talking. And without further ado, let's take a look.
All right. How you doing? My name is Artoonist, and I am just the spotlight for Share Your Testimony. And I'm here just to talk about, how I started and where I am now. And I think we should just start. I got started working on art and the things that I'm into now. As a young kid in New York, seeing a lot of the graffiti and all the art, being exposed to it kind of inspired me, and it got me to where I am today as far as, just even my style. It's heavily graffiti-esque, and I say that that's where it all started. My biggest inspiration in my earlier years, I want to say, is the super dope graffiti stuff. Like, I used to ride the bus and the train with my mom, and I would see these big murals done on the walls, and I'm like, oh my God, how are they allowed to do this? I need to do this. And I think that was my biggest inspiration growing up, seeing the graffiti and the expression of self being plastered everywhere in a concrete jungle. And it's like, wow, I want to do that as well. And I'm doing it now today. A lot of my older work and inspirations are based on just simply things that I liked, as far as cartoons. Like I said before, a lot of stuff I do is heavily graffiti based, and I do switch up my style a lot, as far as trying to keep it fresh and mix things up. I do a lot of emotional pieces. I've done portraits. It's not really my thing. I don't really do that, but I have the ability to do it. And I usually try to start different series, so I kind of give people a different look for what I'm capable of. And I want to say my older stuff is more geared on, just cartoons, making characters. And now say my more recent stuff is a lot more abstract, and I've kind of branched out in those different areas. I think a lot of people want to claim to be self-taught, but I don't think anybody's self-taught. Because you are learning from and gaining and acquiring the knowledge from seeing someone else do it. So I want to say I'm both, in the way that I have taken art classes in school, and I haven't really furthered my career in on the college level, but a lot of the fundamentals and stuff I picked up in high school, and I've just taken them and just stretched them and expanded on them as best as I could. And if I'm always looking to learn. So if somebody wants to, take me to the ring, I don't have no problem. I have no issue with gaining more knowledge and more practice in those aspects of things. I want to say I have a story, but I mean, I don't. To me, it's not really a story. It's just humble beginnings. Growing up in New York. I didn't really grow up in New York. I grew up in Springfield, Massachusetts. Hometown, and I never claimed it before until I got older. I was like, you know what? I grew up here and I was raised here. I got to represent 413. And just growing up here and seeing how New York has influenced, a lot of, and we have a lot of artists that actually come out here and do murals and stuff from New York. So it's like the connection in between the artists that live out there and just being out here is like, oh wow, I came up in here, and it's like a smooth transition for me. Just most of my life, being able to see how I've just been, ticking away at just becoming an artist that I want to be, and having those experiences younger, and how they develop and snowball into bigger things for myself. I think in the future, like my grandiose, like Magnus Opum, like Blue Steel, for other people who know about that. If you know, you know. I think what I would love is to be able to work with whoever, whenever, however, any style, and be able to spread my love for art. And I'm currently in the works of doing that with a few people from in the community, just working with local people. I don't want to say too much right now, but me and some people have some things in the works that you're going to see later on. Just keep an eye out for me. I'm not going anywhere. And I just want to say I'm glad I'm doing this. This is something that's a part of my life now. And I'm so excited to do it because a lot of people can't wake up and say they have things that they are doing that they love. Shout out to the average Joes who are grinding every day, doing what they need to do to take care of families and stuff like that. And I'm lucky, and I'll say I'm blessed and privileged to be able to have this avenue that I'm actually skilled in, and I actually have the ability to monetize it, which a lot of people don't really make the connection with. But you have the ability. You just got to put your mind to it. If you want to be successful in other areas of life, because people pleasing for me, and I'm just talking about myself right now, is a detriment to me because I would neglect myself for them, despite whoever it was. And Jesus does talk about servitude, but being a people pleaser and servitude are two different things, because you're in service of out of God, and people pleasing is you're in service of out of yourself. And I was in service out of myself and my insecurity and my rejection and in my pride. And I just want to encourage anybody that if you're going through these things, please talk to any pastors, anybody who you feel is spiritually grounded enough to have these conversations with, and block everything else out, because it's not going to help you in your walk, and it's not going to help you help somebody else. So I just want to say, continue to pray, read your Bible, and meditate on the Word, because we all know who's gonna win in the end. And I'm just thankful for this opportunity to share and be a part of, share your testimony, because there's people out there who really do need to hear someone say things like this, because a lot of times you isolate yourself, or you are stuck in your phone, and whatever's on your feed is what is feeding you. And it's interesting that I brought that up, because that stuff is actually what's entering your mind. So being able to have an outlet to express this, and I just want to thank, share your testimony for me being able to have this opportunity again, because somebody needs to hear this, and I'm glad that I can say it and I have a platform to say it. So in conclusion, I just want to share your testimony for me being able to get a spotlight. It's Artoonist here. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook. 1X is my brand. As you can see here, 1X. I've been working on this brand for a couple years now. All right. Peace out.